Hello everybody, welcome back to the episode of Blue Archive Relationship Stories. In the last one, we finished up the CNC with Toki. Now we're moving on to the next batch of students in Millennium. That's what we're focusing on right now. So, we got a couple of squads of Millennium we still have to do. We still have to bang out. We already did, we just finished CNC. We already did the game development crew. So, out of Millennium, there's the Seminar, there's Veritas, Engineering Department, Super Phenomenon Task Force, and then the Athletics Training Club. So, we're gonna bang all these guys, all these groups before we move on to the next school. So, we're gonna continue off with doing seminars stuff this time. So, we have Rio. We have Yuuka, who has 3 variants. She's got her, obviously she's got her normal. She's got sports, and she also has the pajamas. And then we have Noah, who has a normal one, and then a pajama variant, and we have Koyuki. Out of those 4, only Noah and Yuuka obviously have variants to them as of right now. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna start with those 2 before we head up to the other for Koyuki and Rio. And we're gonna kick it off with Yuuka because she has the most variants. So, as part of the course, we're gonna do her normal one first. Then we'll head off to the next one. So let's head into Momo Talk and see what she's doing. She's actually the first like live 2D that you ever get in the game as well. So yeah, let's do it. Hello, Sensei. It's Yuuka. Do you remember me? Of course I do. Well, that's a relief. I'm glad I got your contact information earlier. I had something important to discuss with you. Schale still hasn't been reimbursed for the mission to reclaim the club room. When will invoice be sent out? Was that thing we were supposed to do? Of course, bolts aren't free. Create an invoice and send it to the General Student Council. They'll handle the rest. How do I do that? We use a standardized form of Millennium. I'll bring you one next time I visit Schale. Thanks for your help. It's no big deal. Have a great day. Now, she's referring to like the very, very, very beginning of the game during the prologue when Schale got overrun. This is when the sensei got introduced. So this is like way, way at the beginning. So yeah, fun fact. The responsible spender. Hello, Sensei. I brought the invoice that I mentioned in my message. Please review it when you have the time. Oh, you were eating. I'm so sorry to bother you. It's okay, don't worry about it. Then let me tidy your desk while you eat. Sensei, spread all you're having for lunch. Sorry if this is too forward, but you shouldn't be eating something more. Shouldn't you be eating something more nutritious? A diet of exclusively bread can't be good for your health. What? You're out of money and won't be able to afford meals until the end of the month? I had no idea Schale's faculty were paid so little. I'm shocked. Wait a moment. Isn't this receipt of that famous toy store in Central Kavodos? It's from last week and he spent 100,000 yen on limited edition transforming robot toys? Sensei, explain this receipt. This is a month's worth of food. You gave up on meals for childish toys? You must be out of your mind. They're not just toys, I need them. I don't need food so long to have those robots. Nonsense, you need to start spending more wisely. I've had enough. I'm going to start reviewing your expenses myself. Where do you keep your checkbook? What? You don't keep a checkbook? That's why you spend so impulsively. Sensei, gather all your receipts from the past month. From now on, I'll be your bookkeeper and the one monitoring your expenses. Welcome to the first L2D you ever get.
まったく大人なんですからしっかりと大人らしく計画的な消費をしてください。お小遣いをもらってパーッと使っちゃう子供じゃないんですよ。それにこうして領収書の整理を手伝ってくれるのなんて私くらいなんですから。次はもう絶対に手伝いませんからね。15日前にコンビニで購入したチキンサンド500円、新刊の漫画購入で450円。おとといの夜クラブフワリンで2万円。
The fuck is Club Smoochie?
先生、一体何ですかこの領収書は。生徒たちの模範となるべき教育者がこんないかがわしいお店に行くだなんて信じられません。最低です。クラブフワリンっていう名前のスマホゲームのガチャ。てっきり私そのいやいや、それでも1回で2万円は課金しすぎです。
How much is 20,000 yen in US dollars? Isn't that like $200 or something?
計画的に。
I'll look it up right now. Well, it's kind of close. $125. Lord. Look here, putting aside the transferring robot, you could have saved 50,000 yen. If you start keeping tabs on your expenses from time to time, you won't have to live off plain bread anymore. Anytime you want to buy something that costs over 5,000 yen, you have to consult with me first. But why should I have to report my expenses to you? Well, if I want to take care of you, then I have to stay on top of your spending habits. Anyway, it's for your own good, so please just do it. You can continue to nag me for a while before leaving. Sensei, why is there a toy receipt included in the Schale invoice? Buying toys has nothing to do with work. But I needed it for work. No! Sensei, it's your job to set a good example for the students. This invoice is a mess. I'm gonna redo it. Wait, you didn't mess it up on purpose to get out of doing it, did you? Sensei! Sensei, can you stop by the student office after school today? I got a problem that's beyond even me. If you couldn't solve it, I doubt I can. No, that's not true. I really need help from an adult. If I can help, then I'll do my best. Okay, I'll be waiting for you in the student office. Priceless. There you are, Sensei. Today's agenda pertains to Millennium's finances, so I can't really discuss it with the other students. I've been waiting for you to arrive. I've been mulling it over all day, but I haven't come up with a reliable, suitable solution. Did you take a look at this picture? What the fuck's that? What do you think it looks like? A child scribbling. A boa constrictor like swallowed an elephant! What that one? Huh, never thought of it that way. Let me get to the point. This abstract painting was given to us as collateral by an entrepreneur who owes the Millennium School money. According to this entrepreneur, it was painted by a genius painter named Matsumoto from Wild Hunt Art Academy, and it's worth at least 100 million yen. But no matter how much I stare at it, it looks like it was scribbled by a toddler. Some art is just like that. I agree. I'm aware, but I can't shake my disappointment. That's all. Taking all the supplies into account, it couldn't have cost more than 10,000 to produce. But it becomes thousands of times more valuable just because the artist was supposedly famous? Can't fathom what that would be. And again, I'm only Seminar's treasurer. It's not my job to appraise art. I only wonder whether or not this art qualifies as collateral. I can't calculate the value of art with the conventional math. If it can't be calculated with a formula, then how does one calculate it? He's saying that when appraising art, you need to examine the artist's effort and creativity? Interesting. It's supposed to be angry if a fully functional robot and a pile of scrap metal were considered equal in value just because they weighed the same. But that brings us back to square one. Since I can't evaluate art, I want you to appraise this painting. How much do you think it's worth? Looks like shit to me. 0 yen. What? How can that be? Well, Art Academy doesn't have a famous artist named Matsumoto. That would mean this artwork is just counterfeit? Why didn't you tell me that from the start? Though the painting is worthless, we decided to hang it up anywhere since there was nowhere else to store it. Seriously, why can't the Trinity and Gihanna students take care of their equipment? Why are you mad now? What do you mean now? Make it sound like I'm mad every day! A human calculator. I heard something interesting, Sensei. Is it true that you recovered a ton of equipment after raiding Woodland's armory? That should put them out of commission for a while. Good work. You don't look very happy, though. Is there something wrong with the equipment? You're saying the equipment is fine, but something's wrong with the inventory? What do you mean? Let's see here. 200 gallons of tank fuel, 600 pounds of TNT, 0.3 caliber cartridges. Might be due to their age, but most of these measurements units are from Trinity's old system. So you're having a hard time organizing the ledger because you're unfamiliar with these units. So if it's handwritten, you wouldn't be able to easily convert it with a computer either. The calculations shouldn't be too hard. All of this will take a little mental math. I should have done this in about 30 minutes or so. What? You don't believe me? Just you watch. Give me a little time. All done. I've reorganized the inventory according to customer units. I rounded some of the units up and down that couldn't be calculated exactly, so make sure to read my footnotes. Did you really do all that in 30 minutes? What did I tell you? This was nothing. I wouldn't be Millennium's treasurer if I couldn't handle something as simple as that. Now, can you do this for me too? Document? Is this a... Sensei! This is a regular report from Schale man for the General Student Council. This bill is 3 months overdue. I know I'm great with the numbers, but you can't hand the things over to other people just because you're lazy. Do it yourself. And don't look at me like that. Fine. I'll just help you out a little bit. I have to stop being such a pushover. Why are you just sitting there? Those papers have your name on them, so you keep your pen moving. After that, Yuuka and I organized the ledger in peace. Look, about the black market contraband. I investigated the source of the confiscated weapons. It looks like they came from Trinity and Gihanna. I've seen guns and even tanks with their skull tags being traded. I doubt the two academies are doing anything to manage their equipment. The Millennium School is very strict about management, so we never lose items like that. Really? Well, except for the private products that are the students modify and sell themselves. Sensei, you were late again this morning. I know there's no one watching, but don't you think this is a poor example of set? I was up late last night because of work. It's okay not to be late, even if you had. It's not okay to be late, even if you had a lot of work. I think you become too lax because school's rules don't apply to Schale. No more excuses. If you're late again tomorrow, you have to follow my orders. Does that mean I can give you orders if you're late? What? Why would I ever be late? Just don't be late tomorrow, please. Overslept. Why is everyone at this academy always so late? Even the teachers. They just went to bed on time. They wouldn't oversleep. How hard is it to follow one simple rule? My workload should be half what it is now if Millennium students just knew how to control themselves. Look at the time. If I stay up any later, I might have missed the morning meeting at Schale. I should hurry up. Finish. She fell asleep. Huh? Morning already? I fall asleep while doing student council work. Oh no. What time is it? Already 11 AM? I'm late! I have to do my hair. I'll have to organize the documents in the meeting first. I'm late! Good morning, Yuuka. I'm so sorry, Sensei. I was working late and overslept. Hold on. Were you on time today? Of course. Didn't you tell me never to be late yesterday? I'm sorry. I feel like such a hypocrite after yesterday. I have no excuse. I don't understand if you held it against me. I'll do anything to make it up for you. Just say the word. It's fine, Yuuka. No, rules are rules. What kind of treasure would I be if I didn't follow the rules I make? Don't hold back. I'll do anything. Oh, shit. I didn't realize what it said. Something about a punishment? What? Well, that's not a punishment. I don't know what I said. Shit. I have to be punished if I'm going to... I'm gonna have to be punished if I'm gonna learn my lesson. What I really need is rest. You're working too hard. Oh, did we tell her to rest? That makes sense. But... didn't you say you'd do anything? I should have seen this coming. Have it your way. I'll take a break in the lounge then. This doesn't mean you get to be late from now on. I'll be on your attendance like a hawk. And I won't be late either. While Yuuka rested in the lounge, I took care of some tasks for seminar in her place. Sensei, I saw a Game Boy in the Schale executive office. No one else is using it. Can I borrow it? I don't see why not. Do you like games? Of course! I love board games and online games. I didn't expect that. You seem to have a misconception about me. But I like games just as much as the students. Composing different strategies against difficult enemies is just as fun as solving math problems. Poker face. I offered to play poker with Yuuka while we wait for the others to arrive. Poker? Where's this coming from? Though it's not a bad idea, I was staving off boredom. You better be ready. I've always been good at gambling. Gambling is a process where you can bet on an expected value based on the probability of your hand versus the probability of your opponent's hand. A skilled gambler knows how to control their emotions and objectively analyze the probabilities and to minimize risks. In other words, the best gamblers are also those that best understand math. Prove it. Well then, deal the cards. Let's play a hand. I have 3 of a kind in my hand. Hand that appropriately only has a 3% chance of being attained. Granted, it's not the strongest hand in the game, but the odds are in my favor to win. Call. I have 3 of a kind. Flush. What? You have 5 cards of the same suit? The probability in that hand is only 0.2%. Anything can happen in the cards game, on the cards table. That's true, but you got lucky this time. Let's go for another round. Great, I'm definitely going to win this time. Straight! 4 of a kind. 4 aces? I can't believe this. One more hand. The probability of getting this hand is only 0.0015%. Surely Sensei can't beat this hand. My victory is assured. Straight flush. Royal straight flush. No way! How did I lose 3 times in a row? All three were good hands too. Gotta make the best calculation. It takes more than a calculation to win at poker. But the chances of getting certain hands are always set in stone. What am I supposed to rely on if not the calculations? I have to rely on my intuition and instincts instead? How does one use instincts in a game of chance? It doesn't make sense to me, though I can't argue the results. I'd recommend not gambling in the first place. Yes, I can agree with that. Allow me to put away the cards. Tensei, why are the 2 aces of hearts on the table? There's only 1 per deck, and poker is played with 1 deck of cards. Were you hiding cards up your sleeves? The world of gambling is ruthless. Never called a draw. You are unbelievable! We cheated. I'm doing accounting. I feel like that world is made of numbers. That sounds like a dangerous world. Would you call it dangerous? I wouldn't go that far. It's not that the world is just numbers. I'm more so trying to say, if people could recognize the importance of numbers, maybe my work would be less burdensome. That's all. Are the calculations off again? Yes, my calculator battery died. I'm just complaining while it's charging. Queen of mental arithmetic. I went to Milan for some Schale work. When you take your time, calculations are rather simple. But judging by this, do people not know 1 plus 1 equals 2 anymore? I guess it's basic human error. That's exactly right, but that makes me sad, Sensei. Hold on, where's the balance sheet? The calculator is quite something. Oh, this? It's the SI lab model. It supports 3D graphs, virtual experiment simulations, spreadsheets, and even certain programming. Jesus, what kind of fucking calculator do you have? With some modification, I can display photos and videos too! Jesus. Although some students use it as a game simulator. It's so convenient that I've been relying on the calculator more and more, which worries me. I wasn't expected to use a calculator for accounting. Yes, but some things can be mentally calculated. But lately I unconsciously try to use the calculator for those too. Converting gallons to liters is simple though. Delegating a part of your brain to an external device is part of civilization's development. Are you really the same sense I used to know? I can't believe such intelligent words came out of your mouth. Excuse me? How rude! Well, you have a point. But if you don't use your brain, you'll eventually regress. Just like how a gun that hasn't been maintained doesn't fire properly with a deteriorating barrel. Now that we're talking about it, why don't you try some mental calculation and train your brain? Oh, you can't run away from this. Okay, it's fun math time. Math is never fun. Are you ready? Yuuka, you underestimate me. I'm pretty fast with mental calculations, you know. That's new information to me. You seem confident, so let's start. Let's start easy. What's 13 multiplied by 17? 237. My, that was fast. Then what's 187 minus 23 divided by 37? 7.2. Oh, Jesus Christ. 7.27. My God. My brain. my brain can't handle numbers, apparently. This is why I hate math. 7.2. Fucking God. 7.2737373737337. That was quick, too. How the hell did you get... How do you do that in your head? This one's gonna be harder. The inverse of 3 times 3 matrix 1, 19, 37, 23, 101, 3, 7, 41, 31 is... What the fuck is that? 8, 37, 8, 30, 37, 34, 108, 287, 324, 83, 70, 61, 6. Fucking hell. Is this trigonometry? No wonder I don't know this shit. Or calculus. I didn't take calculus. No way, how could you be so fast? Wait, something's off. Sensei, you got everything wrong! You just said random numbers, didn't you? But it was fast, right? That's cheating! I'm gonna develop a brain training program for you. No, please don't! You've left me no choice! Lord Almighty. Good Lord. I'd hate to have Yuuka as a math teacher. I'd want to die. Thank God I don't do math. I haven't touched math in years. Alright, but that's Yuuka's baseline story. Pretty short and simple. So next we got her track outfit and then her pajama outfit. We'll do her track outfit next because that was the next variant to come out for her. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.